It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, December the 13th. I'm Michael Groff. Dry weather and above average temperatures to continue for the rest of the week, but by this weekend, we'll start to see a cooling trend, temperatures falling to about average levels. We will remain dry, but could there be a pattern change by the end of next week? And as we head out toward Christmas, of course, we're going to talk about that as we dive in and discuss this morning. 75 degrees, the high in the valley yesterday after a morning low of 46. And we continue to fall further behind on our rainfall, now 2.69 inches below where we should be. Outside right now to start the day here at 6 o'clock on the dot. We've got 46 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 21. Humidity 36%. The winds are from the southwest at 6 miles per hour, barometer 30.03 inches and rising. Temperatures across south central Arizona this morning. There's a lone temperature in the 30s out there. That's around the Mesa Gateway Airport, but most of us are in the low 40s at Maricopa to about the low 50s in parts of Metro Phoenix. The water vapor satellite view, we still have that old cutoff low sitting to our south, and that's been bringing in some occasional high clouds to the southwest states. That will continue through today. Otherwise, ridge out here in the west and a trough continues for much of the northeast and the mid-Atlantic states. They're getting some snow from the Dakotas and Minnesota through the Great Lakes, the Northeast, and plenty of wind up there as well. You see all those wind advisories. Air stagnation alert continues for parts of the Pacific Northwest. Freezing fog advisories for yet another morning there. We do have some wind advisories here in parts of the Southwest, unfortunately. That's not going to help the wildfire situation. In our state, the wind advisories include parts of western Mojave County along the river, and into Southern California and San Bernardino County, Southern Nevada, parts of Clark County. No organized severe weather across the country. No thunderstorm areas anticipated across the contiguous United States. And you know this map by now. The rainfall around here for the next 7 days, valid through next Wednesday morning. None expected, according to the WPC. But could there be some just beyond this point? Well, let's get out to the models and check that out. We'll start with the GFS. Here's the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. The upper look at 18,000 feet. There's the cutoff low to the south, ridging out here across the west, troughing in the northeast. And down below that at the surface, we'll call it partly cloudy today with highs again in the mid to upper 70s. I think we're going to keep it below record levels, but certainly some of the warmest desert spots could flirt with that 80-degree mark. And, of course, it will be breezy to locally windy, especially along the river and out into Southern California and Southern Nevada. And that's unfortunate news. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, lows in the 40s to low 50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Continued dry air mass, maybe a few high clouds at times. Highs low to mid 70s. Same thing on Friday. On Saturday, we've got a trough passing to the north of Arizona. And the southern end of this system is going to move through the state. That's going to help to advect some cooler air in here. Highs in the upper 60s to low 70s on Saturday. Should be in the mid to upper 60s on Sunday. So then Monday morning, most of us start out in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Certainly will be much cooler. Highs in the upper 60s to about 70. Tuesday, mostly sunny skies and highs again, upper 60s to low 70s. Let's go to a week from today. This is Wednesday the 20th. Still looks like a pretty dry west-northwest flow here across the southwest states. Ridging building in across or just off the west coast. But an interesting feature, we've got a little short wave developing over western Canada. And as that ridge amplifies over the northeast Pacific, that system is going to start to drop south through the Intermountain West and the Great Basin. And then as we go to the end of the 10-day forecast period, this is Friday, the 22nd of December. Now the GFS kind of closes this off into a cutoff low over Southern California or perhaps drifting just offshore. And this could lead to some unsettled weather, maybe some rain and mountain snow. We've seen this advertised in one form or another on several runs of the GFS now and even coming off the European. So I'm very intrigued by this, at least potential temporary pattern change that's coming in here by the end of next week. But again, this is still pretty far out there. This is 10 days out, so we don't want to get too excited about it, but certainly the message is that we're going to start to see some cooler weather, temperatures falling back to at least around average levels, maybe even below average if this pans out. And let's just keep on going. Why not? It's the holiday season. This is 300 hours into the future, Christmas morning coming off the GFS. It's got kind of a similar pattern to what we have now. low to the south. We've got a ridge off the west coast, troughing in the northern plain states. And if this is right, we'd have high temperatures probably about normal for Christmas Day. We should be in the mid-60s, and that's about where we'd be. And certainly some dry weather for much of the west, unfortunately. Now, here's the European ensemble on Christmas morning. Some lagging negative heights potentially here in the southwest to give us some cooler temperatures, but certainly unsettled weather doesn't appear likely for Christmas Day at this point. It looks like that should be a mainly dry day for us, at least right now. But again, we're still way out there, 300 hours away. And we've been showing this graphic for the past couple of days. This is the QPF output coming off of the GFS ensemble. There's 21 members here, and about 14 of them are showing rain between now and the next couple of weeks. Now, some of the members are way out there in crazy land here, showing amounts well over 2 inches, approaching 3 inches of rain. Some of them are well over an inch. Maybe that's possible, but the message here is that the majority of the members are showing some precipitation by late next week and into the following weekend and out there at or beyond Christmas. So certainly this is an encouraging message, but by no means is this indicative that it is going to rain for sure, but certainly a pattern change is looking more likely. Let's check the temperatures coming off of the European ensemble through the period, and we're going to dip down this weekend and then a major dip as we head out there toward the end of next week and out toward Christmas. Highs getting down there toward about the 60-degree mark, lows in the 40s, maybe even getting down into the upper 30s for us here in central Phoenix. That sounds nice. And that is going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video comes back here tomorrow morning, and if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there and have a great Wednesday.